Hi everybody, it's Haroon again with Sensual Olive, and this time I'm sitting down with Dina Walls, the founder and sort of the inspiration, the actual inspiration behind the Sensual Olive brand, and I wanted to spend a few minutes with her today to just, to talk about what inspired her to do the brand, a little bit about herself, and where do we go, what are we offering?
Talk about pressure.
Yeah, you're the one who has to talk, not me.
I know.
So I'm going to ask Dina a few questions, and hopefully this will give you an opportunity to understand who she is and what the brand's all about, what we're trying to deliver to you. So Dina, welcome. And
hello.
So I think everybody's curious. What is Dina Walls?
Oh gosh, that's hard to answer. I'm just like you guys. I like to do a lot of different things. I enjoy the outdoors so much, and I live out in the Central Valley where there's a lot of farming going on, and I love that. It is my cup of tea. I just love being out there where people are working in the fields, and things change with the seasons all the time, and that's kind of how I started to get interested in this a little bit. Was because living in the midst of it, I saw so much stuff going on all the time, and I wanted to be involved with it. My husband and I had a very successful business for a bunch of years, and when I moved on from that, I decided I wanted to start my own business, but I wanted it to be something that reflected more of who I am, and the things that I like to do, and I really wanted to be in the farming culture somehow. And so I started, I knew nothing about the olive oil industry, honestly. And I loved using it, and I love cooking. So I was familiar with it from the kitchen aspect of it, but not from the growing and the, what actually goes on out there in the fields and stuff.
Yeah, but see, I think it's important for everybody to realize that you live in an area where olive orchards, this is the California gold rush, the next gold rush. Dina lives in the middle of orchard
I ride
land.
my horses through it. Some of the things I do is I go riding down the little paths that go through these trees, and they're beautiful. So I kind of wanted to be involved with that somehow in this next stage of my life. And so I started just going out and talking to people, and I asked a bunch of stupid questions, and everybody was so nice all the time, which I tell you, that's how farmers are. They just are engaging. They love to talk to somebody about what they do, as long as you don't get in their way. So I've just found out a bunch of stuff about it, and made a bunch of mistakes, and tried a bunch of different types of olive oils. And I realized early on that there are so many different types of olive oil. In fact, I went to a couple of different olive oil council meetings where they bring all these different growers together, and they do samplings and tastings. And I felt kind of like a duck out of water, because everybody was very I hate to even use the word, but kind of hoity-toity, and they would be slurping their olives and smelling it and swirling it and swishing it, and I was trying to do the same thing, and I was embarrassed for myself. But what I did find was that there are certain olive oils that are so much different. They're just so different from other ones, and this one, the Ascalon olive, is absolutely the best tasting olive oil I ever found. And so we decided that we were going to do a strictly Ascalon olive oil, and that's where it started. And as far as our labeling and stuff,
yeah. So you would say that the Ascalon is where we started, but the real inspiration behind the brand, if I read this, is was this whole notion that you wanted to bring fun?
I did. I just thought, I just wanted, because it seems like it's kind of a stuffy thing with all of the different. Just like the wine industry was early on. If you look at wine marketing and stuff now and labeling, it's fun and it's gotten to be quirky.
Mad Housewife is a great example.
Mad Housewife is a great wine. We love their wine. But early on, everything was very, just kind of very conservative, and sort of that's where the olive oil industry is until we came along. And all of a sudden, we got a lot of, attention, because our labels are really fun and quirky. The way we're marketing our product is different, but it's really fun, and that's what our goal is to kind of bring a good time into the kitchen, and this is the way that we can do it.
But yet it's a very It's probably one of the premium olive oils and,
It is.
and you know, varietals and dipping oils that we do offer, that is offered in the market.
It is the best quality you can get. I'm not kidding. I went and I found the one that was the very best because I wanted to use it, and I want you to use it, and you're going to love it. I love this olive oil. It's great.
So if there was one thing, the last message you want to give to our audience out there, what would that be? You know, whether it's about the brand or yourself, what would you want the people to remember the most?
You know, I think that mainly we just want you to try it and see how much different our olive oil is than other oils, and really how different our company is. And we are you guys. We are, you know, we have families, we have busy lives, but we, you know, when we are spending time in the kitchen, we want it to be fun, and we want to use products that kind of just make you laugh, or just, you know, that are just different than other things. So we're just asking you to give it a try. We have a lot of different products besides our olive oil, and we hope that you'll just join us in trying one of the very best olive oils there is.
Yeah, well, thanks. I mean, that was great to understand you, and you know, and folks, really, Dina is the most reachable and the most down to earth person. You know, really to be
not know me, but that's okay.
Easy now. But you know, Facebook is a great place where you know. We talk about these things. You can see our videos on Facebook, on YouTube. Come visit our site, sensualolive.com. And anytime you have a question, feel free to post it on Facebook. And you know, and 9 times out of 10, it'll be Dina actually answering your questions.
I'll be trying to answer it.
Well, and if not, it'll be me. Or, you know, but you know, enjoy the brand, and you know, hopefully today gave you a better idea of what Sensual Olive and what you know, and who Dina Walls is really all about. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Bye bye.